Obviously, exciting game tonight, and it was back and forth there quite a bit. Kept everybody on the edge of their seat for the majority of the game, but I think our crowd proved to be a difference, and that's what we expect around here. It's the Ice Castle. It should be a place that you come in and play on third and fourth down. It should be really loud and make it very difficult for a team to run their offense. So I need to take our hats off to the crowd. And they were a big part of this thing. Obviously, our players were very resilient. Came out and won the fourth quarter, and some guys had some, just great individual efforts at key times during the game. And we stayed aggressive and came out with a win.
Coach, talk about those final 2 minutes with them on the field driving in for the tying score. Talk about how you get them stopped and the vibe on the sideline.
Well, there was a minute 50 left to go, I believe, and I just knew the man upstairs was watching out for us. He's watching out for all the Penguins, and we got an assignment. Right now we're 4-0 on all of our assignments, and hopefully we can continue on. But guys made some plays, and we had some good fortune.
You talk about the final play, and Don was saying that Julius got picked up and something.
Well, it's something we had talked about during the course of the week. Something we had talked about with the officials, and they had noticed it on film also. And I said there's going to be a crucial part of this game that they're going to need to play. And they're going to run a pick route, and they did it, and they got the flag.
Were you confident you were going to get that call, or were you kind of?
I'm confident in those guys that this year's a new year, and we're going to be on the right side of calls. And those guys did a good job and made the right call.
Talk about the play of Kurt today, especially on a lot of third and fourth downs, and that he just kept drives going.
Oh, Kurt made some great plays. Obviously, threw the ball well. I think he had 290 yards throwing the ball, and we were obviously able to run the ball well, and that obviously helps you out in the play-action pass game. And Kurt's the kind of guy that when something's not there, he can pull the ball down and scramble and make some plays with his feet. And then when he starts to scramble, he has a good understanding of where the line of scrimmage is. And if you come up to make a play on the quarterback scramble, he'll dump the ball off, and obviously made a crucial play there to Andre Stubbs to keep the drive alive.
Coach, you said before that 3 or 4 plays define a football game. The 4th and 3 play to Will Shaw seemed like a big swing of momentum in this game. You want to comment on that, the momentum?
Well, I think, when you get into those fourth down situations and even some of those third and shorts, you have to let it all hang out a little bit. And, we're going to go for it. And, we're going to have a good game plan where we feel like there's some plays out there. And, sometimes people think you're just going to go for a 2 or 3 yard play or a 5 yard play. And, I think you got to show them that you're not afraid to pitch it out there in the end zone. And we're able to do that successfully tonight.
Coach, what's going to be stressed during this bye week?
I'm sorry?
What's going to be stressed during the bye week?
We're going to stress just getting healthy, obviously. They're a very physical football team. Coach Farley's a great coach. They've recruited well. You can see that they have a bunch of skill out there. They're very fast. They're physical. You can see why they took Wisconsin and Iowa to the brink. And, you got to take your hats off to those guys. They've had tremendous success in our conference. And, we just happened to come out on the right end of it this time. And, we had some good fortune, like I said before.
Kurt said this was one of his biggest wins, and obviously the streak that they had against you guys. What's it like being the first coach, out of the last 11 years to go in that locker room and say, we won?
You know what? It's a staff effort. We play for this community, and Youngstown's had hard times, and we play for this university. We play for a lot of people, and this thing's much bigger than myself. I have a great coaching staff. You're only as good as your coaching staff, and I'm just fortunate that these guys want to be a part of this obviously a great program, a great university.
There's some extra pop in everybody's step going into the bye week 4-0.
I think it's a great situation to be in. I think at the same time you have to continue to remain humble. We have much bigger things that we want to do than just be undefeated for first part of the season. You know, if you want to play 15, 16 games, really right now it's just the end of the first quarter. You know, and that's what our mindset is. We think about playing 15, 16 games. And, you know, so right now we got 4 down. We're getting ready to start the second quarter, and our kids realize that.
Coach, what does it say about your identity as a team that, you know, you have the ball at their 25 or whatever, time running out around the 2-minute mark, and a lot of coaches would be thinking field goal and milking that clock, and you went for the jugular.
Well, I think it's a mentality that you have to have, and you know, I probably learned that from Coach Spurrier. You know, Coach Spurrier taught me a lot in the 9.5 months I was with him, and you know, you gotta let it all out there, and you can't be afraid. You can't play conservative, and that's not our mentality. And we've lost too many close games here and there by maybe being conservative sometimes, and we're not going to be a conservative team.
Coach, I've got 2 questions for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Andrew Radakovich, I noticed that he wasn't playing in the first quarter, not every play. Why did you decide to
Well,
leave him out?
we just try to get more guys in the rotations. You know, Kyle Bryant's obviously had a good week of practice, so we feel comfortable with him being in the game and playing. And we feel like in the fourth quarter, by giving those guys saving them some reps during the course of the game, that we're able to get back in the fourth quarter and have an advantage.
And how did it feel to beat UNI?
It was a great feeling, you know. We expected to win, I can tell you that, and you know, it's no different than any other win we've had this year. We legitimately expected to win, so it's not as big a deal as people make it out to be outside of our locker room.